We all live by a calendar. We plan our birthdays, work schedules, and even global events using it. But have you ever stopped to ask, who created it? Why does our year start in January? And why is it 2025, not 3025 or 1525? Our entire reality revolves around time. Yet few of us understand where it came from. The calendar seems like a fact, but what if it's a construct? In this episode, we're going deep, because the calendar isn't just a list of days. It's a system of control, of belief, and possibly of deception. From emperors to popes, rulers have shaped time to fit their agenda. Some say entire centuries were added or erased. So let's rewind history and ask a chilling question. Is time itself a lie? Ancient calendars before ours. Long before the Gregorian calendar ruled the world, ancient civilizations had their own ways of tracking time. The Babylonians followed lunar cycles. The Egyptians used a 365-day solar calendar. The Mayans created an intricate calendar that spanned thousands of years and even predicted cosmic events. Each one had meaning, rhythm, and purpose tied to nature, the stars, and the divine. But what's strange is how many of these ancient systems seem more advanced than we expect. The Chinese calendar, for example, follows lunar and solar patterns with uncanny precision. Why did so many early people obsess over tracking time? Was it purely for farming or something more? Some researchers believe they were syncing with cosmic events we no longer understand. The Roman calendar and Julius Caesar. The Roman calendar was chaotic. It had only 10 months. March was originally the start of the year, but it was Julius Caesar who took control. In 45 BCE, he introduced the Julian calendar, adding 2 months, adjusting leap years, and naming July after himself. Later, Augustus did the same, giving us August. Time became political. But the Julian calendar wasn't perfect. It miscalculated the solar year by 11 minutes annually. That tiny error caused seasons to drift, throwing off equinoxes and even church celebrations. Still, it served for over 1,600 years. The bigger point, the calendar wasn't neutral. It was Roman power carved into time. The Gregorian reform, 10 days vanish. In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII declared time itself needed fixing. Because of the Julian miscalculations, Easter was drifting away from the spring equinox. So Gregory introduced the Gregorian calendar, cutting 10 days from the calendar. October 4th was followed by October 15th. People went to sleep and woke up 10 days in the future. This wasn't just a fix, it was a reset. Not all countries accepted it immediately. Protestant nations refused for centuries. England didn't switch until 1752. By then they had to drop 11 days. People rioted. Some believed their lives were stolen. Why was the church allowed to edit time? And what else was changed without us knowing? The missing years theory. Here's where it gets even stranger. A theory called the phantom time hypothesis claims that 297 years of history, between 614 and 911 AD, never happened. Some believe the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III and Pope Sylvester II fabricated the year 1000 to legitimize Otto's reign, which means it's actually the 1700s right now. Supporters point to strange gaps in archaeological records and inconsistencies in calendars. They say Charlemagne may have been a legend or existed in a different era. Is it a wild conspiracy? Maybe. But the fact that we can't verify everything before the 10th century is unsettling. Biblical and prophetic time. The Bible uses its own timekeeping. A day is as 1,000 years to God. Some prophecies are based on 360-day years, others on lunar solar patterns. Jewish tradition follows a different calendar, currently in the year 5785. So if we use a different timeline from Scripture, are we out of sync with prophecy? Some believe that aligning with God's time reveals future events, including the return of Christ. Others argue that the manipulation of time is part of Satan's deception. What if the real end-time sign isn't a war or a plague, but a ticking calendar we've ignored for too long? Is time a lie? We think of time as constant, but history proves otherwise. It's been edited, rewritten, erased, and divided to serve kings, empires, and churches. What we call 2025 is a decision, not a fact. The calendar we use was shaped by power, not truth. So here's the real question. If time can be rewritten, what else can? Are we really who we think we are, or living inside a carefully crafted timeline? Maybe the calendar isn't just a tool, it's a cage. And somewhere outside of it, the real history still waits.